Welcome to Foundation Focus. I'm Tom Jones, your host, and I'm the president of the Education Foundation. And today our special guest is Jackie Green. Welcome, Jackie.
Hi, Tom. Nice to be here.
Jackie is the new office manager for the Education Foundation. Jackie joined us about 6 months ago. And one of the first duties that I gave Jackie was to take a look at our scholarship program. And as this program airs, we're really getting close to the celebration of our 2019 scholarship celebration. And Jackie's done a lot of great work on it. So I really wanted to dedicate this program to the scholarship program. And first of all, I just want to start off, Jackie. Just tell the audience a little bit about your personal background.
I am born and raised here in Fort Pierce. I have 2 children, and they attend St. Lucie Public Schools as well. A freshman in Lincoln Park Academy, and a 3rd grader at Fairlawn Elementary.
Very good. Okay, so you're a Fort Pierce girl, and your children go to the local schools. That's terrific.
Yes.
Very good. You're doing a great job too at the foundation. I'm really glad you're here. The scholarship program is one of our oldest programs. It's been around since the early 1990s. The Education Foundation was created in 1990 with a goal to further public education. And written into our charter is our main goals are to support the students and the school district and schools with teacher grants. It also talks about recognition of excellence within the staff. And of course, we all know that's Night of the Stars, which you worked on also. And that's a celebration of the excellence within our district staff. It culminates in the recognition of the Teacher of the Year, the School-Related Employee of the Year, the Distinguished Minority Educator of the Year, and the First Year Teacher of the Year. And then the third one is the scholarship program. And I think you were looking back on the records a while ago, and I think over the last 10 years we've awarded about $500,000 in scholarships.
Over $500,000.
Okay, so every year it varies. It's between $50,000 and $70-some thousand. And we've been in business just about 29 years, going on 30 years. And at that run rate, I guess we probably provided to the students of St. Lucie County and the public schools well over $1 million. So I'm very proud of the effort over many years, and it's continuing. The scholarship program is growing. And Jackie, maybe you can tell the audience a little bit about how the program works. We have donors, private donors, and then the donors establish scholarships within certain guidelines, and then you actually manage the program where the students can place applications.
Yes, each year the foundation reaches out to donors. This year we have 21 donors, ranging from private community members to business members, anywhere from the Aaron Project to Mid-Florida Credit Union.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we have some scholarships or memorial scholarships. Aaron Project is one of those. So out of a tragedy, if a student dies early, and it's a heartbreaking event, that something good will come out of that, and the parents have stepped up and they've offered a scholarship. The Aaron Project is one that's in memory of Aaron Beauchamp, who died tragically in a bus accident, and his mother Lily and her husband have done a terrific job in honoring Aaron and helping out the community. They are our single largest benefactor in terms of donors to the scholarship program. This year they're going to award 21 scholarships.
They are.
And in years past it's been in the 30s. So they do a great job of fundraising. The money comes into the foundation. We have a policy at our foundation that if a donor provides a scholarship for a public school student, 100% of those funds go towards that scholarship. There's no fee involved. Okay, it's a mission-driven activity. So we believe that every dollar goes towards that. So we have Aaron Project is one, Addison William Memorial Scholarship is another, Andrew Schmier Foundation is another, Abbey and Abbey.
Tess and Abbey Huber.
I'm sorry, Tess and Abbey Huber. Roberta Huber runs that's the mother, and she's a wonderful individual and works really hard. and raises money privately and then brings it to the foundation. And we have a scholarship we're awarding. AT&T, which is a corporate sponsor, they're a benefactor of the foundation. Every year they provide a $1,000 scholarship. And you mentioned Mid-Florida, which is one of our grand benefactors over the last couple of years. Fort Pierce Lodge 87, a Mason's Lodge. So, and the list goes on and on. Maybe you can add a few more.
We also have Anita Williams. She does a scholarship for Harry Lee Williams Memorial Scholarship. The Democratic Women's Club of St. Lucie County, they are a new sponsor this year.
Yes, they are. That's right.
We also have Donna Haynes for the Andrew Schmier Foundation.
Right, right. I'm going to add in Jeff First. Jeff First was the former property appraiser in county, and he passed. He was also a civic leader and a businessman. I actually knew him before I came to the foundation and before the scholarship was even created. And Jeff was a founder of banks, and he was also a real estate agent. So a wonderful man, and his wife and his daughters have created a scholarship here. Are there any others you can think of?
We have Post Insurance.
Yes, Kathy Post, that's right.
They've been with us quite a few years sponsoring. The St. Lucie County Fair Association is a big sponsor each year.
Right, and they actually focus on the children that really show at the annual fair.
You do have to participate in the fair to be eligible for that scholarship. Also this year we have Sue Ellen Sanders came to us with the Selfish Beer Mile Scholarship. There's
Right.
a runner's community scholarship as well as a young entrepreneur scholarship.
Right, that's terrific. And now the foundation also donates funds, and we have a general scholarship fund, and we also give money to a specific scholarship. This year we're funding 3 scholarships in total, and the union, the CTACU, has a scholarship, and so it's growing. We now have 21
sponsors.
21 sponsors. And if you would like to be a sponsor, it's really quite simple. Just give me a call, Tom Jones, at the Education Foundation. The scholarships start at $1,000. And if you would like to make a donation to our general scholarship fund, that would help the fund that the foundation actually provides, simply go on our website, efslc.org, click Ways to Give, and click Donate Now. There's a drop-down box, and you'll see our general scholarship fund. So, we're right in the middle of this now. We've actually, at the end of the process, we're at the end of the process where we've had a number of students go into a new system. 2 years ago, we actually migrated off of a paper-based system. Previously, students would fill out a rather lengthy application, and they would place it for their chosen scholarships. Some of them would go all through 21. So they had 21 applications, and it was a manual process. And we migrated to a process now where the student has a single application. They fill it out. Maybe you can tell the audience a little bit about how it actually works.
Yes, we utilize a website called awardspring.com. And you can students, when they go to apply for their application, they access that website through our website. And it's just click the button, it takes them to start their application. And the students fill out one application, which then qualifies them based on different criteria for the different scholarships, whether it's their major in high school or in college, or there's fair participation, their income requirements,
Right.
their GPA.
Right. So the system is actually looking through, as the applicant answers a variety of questions, it's then looking for those qualities for those donors. It's matching them
Yes.
as the student answers it. And then what happens is that there's a judging process, correct?
Yes, there is. We convene a panel of judges. This year we had 7 judges. Each judge is then divided up the applications. We grade each application with 3 judges. So each judge grades them based on a scoring sheet. Depending on their community service hours, they get certain scores, their GPA, their test scores. The system then compiles their
Their averages, right?
their
the
averages,
average score, right?
and lists them in their order of how they qualified for the scholarships.
All right, so then it goes high to low, and actually in the process, we don't even know the name of the applicant.
Right.
The applicant's blind to the judge, and the judge is filling out the form. There's a rubric, and the rubric is we're filling that out and putting points on for each applicant, and then it averages it out, and then those averages are then that creates that cohort, really, that grouping, and then they're ranked. Each of those separate cohorts are ranked high to low, just based on the numbers, and that's how we actually look at it. What's kind of interesting this year is, and you were compiling some of the data, we had 130 students apply actually through the system. They completed the application process, and we're awarding this year
56 students.
56 students went through the system and were given a scholarship.
Yes.
And there were 61 scholarships awarded.
Right.
So we had 5 students qualified for multiple scholarships. Those are 2,
Right.
but almost all of them qualified for 1. So if you think about it, 130 students applied and 61 scholarships were awarded. It's a pretty good number.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Very good chances.
And so let me just say this to all of the juniors this year in the public school system. If you're a junior this year and you'll be a senior next year and you're looking to go on to college, a good place to apply for a scholarship is the Education Foundation website. I guess the math would be somewhere around a 50-50 chance of getting a scholarship. So that's a pretty good chance, okay? Now, we also publish a scholarship guide, and our scholarship guide is a resource to the public. Anyone can look at the guide and download it, and it has a list of scholarships that we're aware of throughout the area, the region, and throughout the country. So it's just a resource for students can apply to extra scholarships and so additional scholarships. So we went through this process very recently. It's now concluded, and we have already announced on our website all of the winners, and we have a ceremony that we're working on, and the scholarship ceremony is on Thursday, May 9th at Fort Pierce Central, and there's a reception at 5 o'clock with the donors. We try to give an opportunity for the donors to meet the actual recipients of the scholarships, have a chance to talk a little bit. I'm very proud that Mr. Joseph Smith, the St. Lucie County Clerk of the Court, is our keynote speaker. Debbie Hawley, the chair of the school board, will be a speaker. Mr. Gent will be there as well. The donors will be there. The donors will have an opportunity to speak if they want to. So it's a short ceremony, but it's a very powerful ceremony because these students have either one of 2 things. They're academically excellent and they've earned a scholarship regardless of family income, or in some cases there are specific criteria that they've qualified for, and some of it may be based on income, or it might be based on a major, or it might be based on extracurricular activities. So we have a broad range of students each year. I will mention that our system is geared so that it follows the IRS guidelines as to who actually receives a scholarship. So once funds are given to the Education Foundation, which is a 501c3, then the scholarship program takes over. The judging is blind, okay, and it's all ranked, and then we give the scholarships away. So we've been doing this now for pretty close to 30 years. And it's a labor of love for all of us. You're new to the foundation, but you did a terrific job. I want to thank you for that. And
Thank you.
You're welcome. I just want to mention again, if you would like to give a scholarship, it's really easy. Just contact me by phone, 772-429-5507. I generally answer the phone if I'm in the office. If not, Jackie will answer. And we'd love to sit down with you, explain how the process works, talk about your passion, and then hopefully you would donate at least $1,000, but perhaps multiple scholarships, and then we will give them away each year. So we will now share with the public the list of the recipients, and let me offer my congratulations to these students who've done a terrific job in their 4 years in high school. And I want to thank all of our donors, the many donors who have stayed with us for so many years. And I want to thank Jackie for all of your help. It's a lot of work. You did a terrific job this year. I'm looking forward to working with you in the future as well.
I'm glad to be part of the foundation as well.
Well, thank you very much, and thank you. And we'll have another segment in the next couple of weeks. Thank you very much.